All right, and we're back here for the final match of the night. U.S. Quidditch Cup 12 Collegiate Division Final between the University of Texas and Cal. I'm here with Liz Barcelos, and I am Matthew Dwyer, and I am excited.
I'm really excited. While the last game was a methodical chess game, this is going to be a little bit more intense. Both of these teams are known for their physicality, Cal especially within region, though the West may not be the most physical one, so let's see how they match up. This historic powerhouse we have in Texas over an upstart team which 4 or 5 years ago wasn't even coming to nationals, now in a final. Last year they made Elite 8, and here they are now playing for the Cup.
Excellent, and of course you can't talk about last year without talking about University of Texas making it to a final, losing for the first time in a final, as if you could ever forget that they won 3 consecutive finals back to back to back.
Back when we were still playing World Cups, but now it is U.S. Quidditch Cup 12, and I don't know about you, Matt, but I am ready for the last game of the day, and I think it's going to be an exciting one.
I think so too, as we get set up here.
Our head referee is Alex Amadal. He was Ref of the Year a few years ago. Steady hand for a game that I think is going to shake us all up a little bit.
We are here to be shaken up.
We're definitely not shaking because we're chilly. It's definitely not cold out.
It's better than yesterday.
Absolutely.
Brooms are down. We're ready to get going.
And we're off. Texas with the clawful.
Good recovery there.
That's number 2, Luke Messner. He's got Elijah Phipps playing point, guarding him for Cal. Phipps is part of the dynasty from, oh, and there we go. That's the first score for Texas.
Meisner with a quick hand there. He was looking around and just said, you know what, I'll shoot.
Ryan Fenning with the ball for Cal. He plays the majority of keeper minutes for Cal.
Fenning has been huge for this team, taking them far at Western Regionals.
Yes, they made the final this year only to have Utah State upset them. I think Cal was the team we definitely saw winning it. Utah State, unfortunately, were knocked out of the bracket early by fellow West team Anteater Quidditch, so it's nice to see a West team in a final. We haven't had that since UCLA played Texas in a final.
And look at that. The feed inside to Eli Phipps was lost and picked up by Meisner. And now they'll set themselves back up. Meisner playing a little catch on the side there. Very little movement. I think he's waiting for a beater move. Kylie McBride out there pump faking. And Meisner makes his move now. He's going in.
Crashes the hoops and he scores. UT was first blood, but we have a stop.
If this score stands, that'll be 20-0. Not even 2 minutes into the match.
First and second blood, I should say.
We'll see what the referees are discussing here in a second. And it looks like that goal stands. And play will restart here soon.
Apparently it's not showing up on YouTube right now.
Arden Lowe for Cal. Long walk back to try and get a bludger. But Fenning having to pass off quickly to Phipps as he was pressured. Phipps.
Oh,
Woo!
big stop by Cal. Texas.
And that was Davis Rowe on that swat. My goodness. Rowe did a very good job in their last game against Texas State, scoring multiple goals. He has some quick feet.
It's in the room.
Picked up by number 8 on Cal, also known as Maddie Ertl. She's back to hoops, though. Graduating senior, like a lot of this Cal squad is.
Texas able to recover from that one, but that was pretty darn close. A lot of beater play down low.
AJ Morgan trying to wrap him up.
Keeps going, and they will count that as a good goal, and that's Meisner again.
Texas taking control of this game.
And I believe Meisner has all 3 goals for Texas.
Maybe this game might be a little more methodical than we thought. Fenning looking not quite as long, though. Tries to get it to AJ Morgan, one of his new favorite targets.
Unfortunately, Morgan bobbles that pass and will go out of bounds back to Texas as Rowe inbounds it to Meisner. Meisner coming down the center. Quick shot is
Stopped
deflected.
by Fenning. Turns it around. Oh, brought down.
Oh my goodness, Fenning got absolutely demolished there, but the ball was picked up by Rowe.
Head ref Alex Amador.
Ooh, stopping the fast break there. Texas fans not happy about that one. Fenning got wrecked.
He is not afraid to run through, over, or even get flipped over by a defender so long as he gets to his goal. But this time, a bit too far to score. Let's see what head ref Alex Amador has to say about this. I think they're just reassigning balls.
Yeah, it looks like a bludger adjudication there. Laying the wood on that one, Aiden Parsi, who was quintessential piece of the Texas team last year in their finals run. Looking for play to restart. Connor Hughes poised with a beat.
Hughes, another graduating senior.
Meisner defended. He's weighing his options.
Ertl playing aggressive point. Her and AJ Morgan switch off doing that, as they're doing right now.
And Meisner, another quick shot, and he's got yet another one, 40-0. Meisner's on fire.
The home team is reminding these Bears that no matter what their cheer says, this is looking like Longhorn territory so far.
Fenning will slowly bring this one up. He's got Morgan, Phipps, and Erdahl in a wide stance. He's maybe looking to bomb it over the top, although Erdahl is quite defended heavily there.
Fenning inching up. Texas playing him smart. If he gets gassed under him, then he will run through you.
Pass bobbled by Phipps, and Texas will come up with that. That's Dylan Bottoms now ball handling for the Longhorns, and he'll pass it off to Meisner. Jack Wang now in for the Longhorns. He was a pretty big part of their victory over Texas State in the semifinals. As Davis Rowe is looking around for some sort of opening.
Ertl going for the wrap.
Ertl tackle on Meisner. He gets the ball off to Rowe. Rowe over to Casey Beavers, and she scores.
Nice finish there by UT. We're at 50. Cal still waiting to get on the board. They're going to have to speed things up. This slow game is not their forte, and as long as Texas dictates the pace, they're going to be dictating the score.
And as I mentioned in the last game, every time Texas scores and you hear that Texas fight chant, it is one more nail in the coffin for Cal. Big pass over the top by Phipps, scoring from the ground. Oh my goodness!
Golden Bears finally make it onto the board. It is 50 Texas, 10 Cal.
Phipps was really whipping through the air there. Call that a Space Jam play. It's fast, it's hard, it's absolutely undefendable. Meisner with another sharp shot. Passes it over to Casey Beavers, who gets her second. and that'll be 60-10 for Texas.
Here we go. There's some space for Fenning. Let's see if he tries to speed up a little bit.
And the beaters were well in front of him. I don't think Fenning was quite ready for the drive. As the beat misses Josh Johnson.
Passes it back off. Phipps is beat.
Tries to get it off to Erdl, but
no,
it didn't
missed.
work. If I'm Texas right now, I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
This is going exactly how you'd want it to go.
I think they'd want a shutout, but otherwise, yeah, I do think this is going. They're dictating the pace of this game. And if Cal can't break out of it, then while this will be a historic finals run for them, this is as far as they're going to go. It's going to be another silver.
And it looks like that might have been a late pass back by Josh Johnson. As the referees adjudicate this, that'll be a turnover to Cal. It's Maddie Erdl, and she'll just whip it backwards to AJ Morgan. She got beat there, and Dylan Bottoms will pick it up for Texas, so a double turnover there in a matter of seconds. And now back up top to Meisner. Meisner at the top of the key. Erdl with the strip, but gets beat. As Meisner, another sharp shot. And that is another good goal for Meisner. He has a hot hand.
Texas just dominating this game.
Shooter's gonna shoot. Yesterday, those types of mid-range shots, impossible. Absolutely impossible to sink those. You weren't seeing more than one a game. The wind was unbearable, but today certainly died down. The weather's warmer. It's much nicer out here. Couldn't ask for better conditions for these teams to play in.
Yeah, this is definitely the kind of Quidditch weather you want.
Fenning scanning the field, looking for his options. Fenning over to Erdl, and Erdl dunks it. The woman, the myth, the legend, number 8 from Cal.
We're at 70-20. Texas still leading. Cal sideline, not letting this discourage them whatsoever. Hearing a lot of familiar cheers coming from that bench. They're fired up.
I hope they're fired up. It's the finals. So Aiden Parsi receives the ball on the far side. He's looking for his options, gets beat immediately, but Josh Johnson recovers. Now he's beat, and Cal will take the ball here. Fanning just looking for any sort of opportunity to get a goal going. He's had one or two good feeds to the inside as he rifles this one in, and it's completely intercepted by Johnson.
Without control, his beaters are not able to open up anything for him. Ivan Avalos was with him and then lost his bludger, which is why Fenning went for that bit of a Hail Mary pass shot.
Johnson read that one like a book. My goodness.
Erdl playing point again. Texas definitely bringing the fight to this.
The chance ringing out as Johnson will drive to the inside. His shot blocked by Fenning. They'll recover as the quaffle gets pushed back outside to Johnson. Woo, big physical takedown there by Fenning. Pardon me, that was not Fenning who took that takedown. I missed the number on that one. Johnson got flattened there.
Fenning trying to make his offense work for him. Instead, he's pressed back as Texas continues to pressure.
Big pass across, blocked in the center as Phipps just tries to swat it away, but it'll harmlessly go to Texas. Fenning really looks like he's looking for these long, pinpoint accurate passes to try and make a bang-bang play, and it has worked once, maybe twice.
It's not really, he's totally capable of those, but it's not really his style. he's most dangerous when you don't know if he's going to drive through you or pass. And since, oh, we have a stop. But since he's being limited to only passing, then once you make him one-dimensional, this Cal team themselves become one-dimensional because they depend so much on his keeping.
That's the problem with so much star power in one player. If you can shut them down, nullify them from the equation, then you've got a whole different ball game. 70-20 our score. University of Texas Longhorns in the lead. 11.5 minutes have elapsed, and it looks like we have a timeout on the field. And with that, we will take a timeout too. Be right back. All right, we're coming back out of our timeout. 70-20 is our score, 11.5 minutes elapsed. Texas in the lead, trying to hunt down that 4th championship in school history.
Everybody on the pitch just trying to figure out where they need to be. We can get this ball rolling again. And we're off.
Quaffle starts on the ground as Cal will pick it up. It's Phipps. Fenning looking for some support from Avalos. And another big one over the top to AJ Morgan. She can't quite hold on to it. And she gets beat. That'll be Davis Rowe with the ball. He'll pass off to Meisner. Texas maintaining bludgeon control as they have done for the majority of this game, as Jack Wang takes a hard beat to the face.
Cal's bracket games to get here were fairly dominant performances, which now that they're in the final may not have been the best preparation to be playing this way that they are now on their back foot. Oof.
Big dunk from Dylan Bottoms there as he gets through the Cal defense.
Hole gets deeper now. It's 80 Texas, 20 Cal.
Starting to get some of those insurance goals in, you know. 70-20, it's not quite a comfortable enough lead. 80-20 feels a little bit better.
Agreed.
Some of those games that they came in here with from Cal, facing off against Gamecock Quidditch, followed by Tufts, RPI, and NYU, defeating each team by 100 points except for RPI, which they defeated them by 90. And that is a goal from Cal.
Chipping away at that Texas lead. They are not done yet.
They will fight for this to the bitter end.
There's nothing else to fight for. This is the last game of the weekend, and for a lot of them, this is their last game playing for Cal.
They're here to leave it all out on the field as Texas looking for their options. Mishandled pass there. Can Cal come up with it? And they do. Ertl with the takeaway. She gets it to Fenning. And that was a poor pass by Grayson Briggs, creating that turnover. The more turnovers you create, the more chances you're giving your opponents. Fenning surveying the field like a hawk. Now he's looking to drive. Big pass over the top to Phipps. Can he handle it?
Can't quite finish.
And Briggs will come up with that one.
recovers.
Meisner now bringing it around. Pass into the inside.
Beautiful dunk.
Big shifty move there by Davis Rowe. Apologies earlier, actually the Gamecock game against Cal was relatively close. They were only 40 up when they caught. Arden Lowe and Richmond Keeling trading beats as another bomb pass for Fenning, and man, he is looking very frustrated on the other side of the field that he
Not
can't get
looking like
something
himself
going.
At all.
Lowe exchanging a few words with him.
Texas and Cal played once before this season. Texas came out to Heroes vs. Villains Invitational. Fenning did not play a good chunk of the beginning of that game. I don't think he went in until 10 or 11 minutes in, and Cal was being taken care of by Texas. But once Fenning came in, they switched things around, and they managed to get it in range before Texas won. I'm curious why they changed their strategy this time around. It's not really working out.
I'm not sure, but that goal there by Grayson Briggs makes the score 100-30, and that's another great insurance goal for Texas. And we are 1 more minute until snitch on pitch and 2 more minutes until Seekers. Another long Fenning pass. This is, I guess, just what we can expect from him to AJ Morgan, and she'll put it back up top. Phipps blocked at the hoops by Michael Johnson Jr. And he's on a tear. He's going to come in, shaking Fenning, wrapped up by Phipps. Can he get out of it? He's spinning.
Brought down. Cal not afraid to give Texas a little taste of physicality here, making the big stop.
Johnson made that block, but Phipps made him pay for it. And now that Fenning has fallen into this groove of just putting in these long passes, no matter how accurate they are, they have a better ability to read them and intercept.
Yeah, if they don't give Texas a better look, I'm not sure if this is going to work. And of course they're going to score to prove me wrong.
That's generally how it goes, isn't it? Johnson is going to fall up the field. He's juking, diving, gets around.
Another big stop, fall on that ball, or is Texas going to finish it? Going, finish. And there it is.
Woo! Huge shot there at the end of that play on the receiving end, Abby Wade. And AJ Morgan had the tackle there. You thought that she had stopped the play, but no, Texas putting the ball forward, getting it to Wade, and she finishes.
Things are starting to heat up, and I can only imagine it'll get more so now that the snitch is on pitch. Is that Anthony Hawkins?
And that is Anthony Hawkins.
He did the college final last year, and I'm not going to lie, he was caught surprisingly quickly. I've seen Hawkins snitch a lot of games. I don't think he's going to let that happen to him this time around.
And it looks like we have another timeout on the field, and we'll take a timeout as well. Stay right here.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. We thought we were live, but now we really are. Anyway.
Sorry for the technical hiccup there. 1:10:40, 19 and a half minutes. Andrew Hawkins on the field.
Hawkins.
Oh, my goodness.
It's all right.
Why am I thinking? I don't even know who Andrew Hawkins is. Anthony Hawkins, big physical snitch, going toe-to-toe with the Texas Seekers.
Brought down. Hawkins, for those of you who weren't watching the college final last year, was also the snitch on that one. So this is not his first time in the spotlight. Or with the Texas team, for that matter.
Aiden Parsi for Texas gets beat, and Eli Phipps tries to kick it away, tries to help, and Texas will still come up with it. It's Meisner. And it's Quincy Stivers for Cal trying to defensively seek, but Texas is not making that easy.
Absolutely not. They're keeping bludger control. I can't remember last time Cal had it really for any significant amount of time.
Phipps, oh, just misses the pass off as he gets wrapped up, and that'll be a turnover. Oh, and he had such a clear breakaway too.
And we have a stoppage. Let's see what head ref Alex Amadal is up to.
A rough break there for Cal. They had the breakaway. Phipps gets wrapped up and can't go anywhere, and his pass across is missed. Trying to get it just across the hoops there to Eric Shen. Nothing doing, and that'll be Texas ball from out of bounds. Cal with bludger control now as we continue here in Round Rock. And sounds like that is a broom pole foul on Aiden Parsi, and that'll be a blue card, and that'll turn the quaffle back over to Cal. Shen has it.
See if they can capitalize on this. They really need to.
And he's just going to back off and wait for the rest of the team to come forward. Fenning now with the ball, looking for his receivers. What's he going to do? Flip over the top? Never mind. Meisner was there.
Hawkins, meanwhile, using his size, his muscle, and his jiu-jitsu knowledge to just shake off this attacking seeker.
Huber getting a handful here. He is wrapped up by Hawkins and taken down.
It's a hug. It's affectionate.
That's the most physical hug I've ever seen. Texas getting thrown out of bounds there, or not? It looked like she was out of bounds.
Oh, that was a quick one. I almost didn't know, but it's called off.
That was a quick catch there by Huber, unfortunately called off.
Snitch ref Chris Lecomte saying that's a no-go.
Maddie Erdahl, she's running down. It's number 8 from Cal. What's she going to do? Pass across?
Oh, right to Texas. You can't be passing across that many burnt orange jerseys.
My gosh, Meisner, at this rate, he'll have a triple-double by the end of this game.
So I've got my mind on on hockey playoffs, not basketball ones.
Texas kind of losing a little form there on the offensive half. And Fenning will take that one in from out of bounds.
Fenning coming in with a bit more speed than usual, though not his usual freight train speed. Tries to get it off to Erdahl again and doesn't work.
Castellano now in at seeker for Texas. Stivers still trying to defensive seek. Doing quite a good job of it, I might add.
Excellent, I agree.
Jack Wang makes quick work of that as Texas maintains bludger control, though Connor Hughes is trying to change that.
Hawkins throws off his pursuer, and Cal is back to guard. Oh, and his tails come off, but we're going to be fixing that. Yeah, it looks like they're going to handle.
Looks like we have a pair
shorts.
of defective shorts there. We can talk a little more about the road that these teams took to get here.
Yeah, let's talk about Texas now. We've done a lot talking about Cal's path.
Texas first defeating RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology, 170-20, followed by Mizzou, 120-40, and finally a heartbreaking loss for Kansas, 140-40. Kansas was my personal pick as the collegiate champion, and watching that game, I felt pretty wrong. They are undefeated on the weekend. And if they can make it one more, they will have their championship. Big beat on the inside by Avalos.
But
Fenning's got two chasers open in the back.
Oh, great!
Great pass
finish there
over the
by
top.
Ertl. She was ready for it. Oh, but we have a stoppage, though.
That was Phipps on that one. Ertl was
excuse
also
me.
open, but Phipps high pointing that ball and putting it right through. Good feed by Fenning. And that is 110-50 our score. Over 23 minutes have elapsed.
Yeah, I definitely see this game going to at least 28 minutes. Catching Hawkins with both his arms is a tall order from any team, even finalists for our collegiate division.
Castellano really trying to power through Hawkins, but it's not working for him, and looks like he'll sub out for Jaden Gilstrip, who did some rotations at Seeker earlier as well. Earlier games, that is.
Hillstrip a little bit longer and lankier than Hawkins. Might be able to reach around. Oh, so close. I saw his hand near, but not quite on.
He's pawing away at it.
Hawkins brings him down.
Texas content with playing a bit of a slower quaffle game here, as Josh Johnson about to prove me wrong, and then double thinks it, then triple thinks it as he drives inside, gets beat as he does the pro hop.
Goal.
Oh, so close as they're trying to widen that lead. They're up by 60.
Connor Hughes throws it back. It goes off pitch, though. But he gets it off to his beater partner.
Fenning was running up the field for a second and then stopped because he couldn't drive in. That was the fastest I'd seen him move all game.
Hughes loses his bludger.
Fenning's shot blocked, and Meisner comes away with it. He's so nonchalant, you know. Fenning, he looks like he's not going to do anything. He's just standing there, and then all of a sudden he can whip into an athletic stance and create these bomb passes that meet their mark instantly.
Agreed. It was one of the frustrating things about playing against and coaching him. 1 second, he just looks like he's slow balling, and the next minute he's gone. We're not really seeing as much of that in this game as I think he needs to be showing us.
And you have the Texas Beaters to thank for that. Josh Johnson working around the inside, gets absolutely leveled by Phipps, but that doesn't matter. He got the goal off. And that'll be 120-50 as cries of Texas fight ring out around the stadium. Texas Beaters going a little crazy here as Connor Hughes trying desperately to get them out of position and get bludger control back. Fenning pressured Ertl on the outside now.
Not sure what this stoppage is for.
It looks to be a missed stoppage. Yeah, it was just a missed stoppage there. There wasn't an out of bounds.
And we're back.
And Texas, having subbed in and out at least a few players, Cal has pretty much kept with the same line, save for a few beaters, for the entire match. Another streaker shot from Fenning goes off the hands of Erdahl, and Texas will pick that one back up.
Prize
Meisner bringing it up the field. I think right now Meisner's got to be the MVP.
of this match, absolutely. Though, I'd give it to their beaters, too. Not even giving Cal a chance to display any of their usual offensive prowess, making their offense look even better.
Absolutely. Jack Wang has been playing lockdown. Meisner getting wrapped up midfield. Shakes him off. Davis Rowe was apparently beat on that play as Phipps with a long shot, and it was no good.
Maybe a little bit too soon. He had space.
Yeah, he could have used his feet a bit more there.
Meanwhile, Hawkins by himself with that Texas Seeker, not concerned about it.
Tate K trying to give his Seeker some time with the snitch. As Gilstrup, he's going for it. He's got absolutely all the time in the world, and Cal can do nothing about it.
Connor
Gilstrup will
Hughes
take
trying
a
to make
sub.
something happen with Bleeder.
As Texas loses the ball there, they defend. And Davis Rowe has it once more. Castellanos
No.
with a catch.
Do we have a 5th Texas championship?
That was a quick-handed move by Joey Castellano.
Texas fight louder and louder on the sideline now.
The stands have already started clearing. The Longhorn signs are up. The refs are talking.
We're rushing the field, and it's good. Congratulations to the University of Texas on their 5th title, and the University of California at Berkeley at their first finals appearance.
The field is mobbed, and my goodness, Texas is ecstatic. It is their 4th title, 5th trip to the finals overall. Most teams can't even boast a trip to the Sweet 16. Meanwhile, Texas every year coming back hard and strong, reloading, and being one of the most dominant teams in the sport.
Thank you all so much for joining us over the course of the day. We know it's running late, but we hope you enjoyed the games today. Matt, thanks so much for doing this with me.
And thank you all for viewing at home here. Quidditch Cup 12 in Round Rock, Texas. Tune in as we will have a closing ceremony where we give out the medals to both teams. Thank you for joining us.
Good night.